Hey everyone, today we're going to be checking on our nuke and giving them some more resources to keep building out that comb. So we captured this nuke about 2 weeks ago in Roswell, Georgia, and I gave them maybe a pitcher of sugar water and a pollen patty, and since then I haven't touched them. But we're going to go in today and see their progress and make sure they have the resources they need to continue growing throughout the year. Hopefully there's a queen in there laying. If we see her, we'll definitely point her out. And yeah, it's going to be a good day. So we did put this entrance rooter on them just because they were kind of a small swarm, but they've got quite a bit of activity, so we're hoping it's going to be a good day. So it looks like they haven't finished their pollen patty yet, but I gave them the whole 1 pound patty, so that's not an issue. Oh wow. So they've eaten about half the patty. That's pretty good. And the frame feeder here looks just about empty. It looks like it fell down actually. So I'm just going to go ahead and move their pollen patty bits to the side here. The hive seems to be very, very relaxed, which is definitely a good sign. I'm going to move this frame feeder over. So when we captured the swarm, we gave them, I think it's 8 blank frames, so anything in here is going to be something that they've built in the past 2 weeks. As you can see, they built some pretty nice white comb. They're storing some pollen and some nectar in this edge frame. And they do have eggs on this frame. Just a couple, but it's eggs nonetheless. I'm going to go ahead and pull the second frame out here. Looks like they've only started building on about 3 frames, but that's not too bad.
You gotta remember they have had no other bees join their home. Oh wow, look at all that.
Wow, that's a full frame of cat brood. So they've done that all quite recently.
That's great.
There's still some larvae in there that needs to be capped, but they're doing great. I'm just scanning the frame for the queen because I have yet to lay eyes on her. Obviously she's here because of the brood, but I'm just not sure. So that frame had a bunch of eggs and some cat brood, but no queen. So we're gonna peek at this one. It's definitely a likely candidate. I can see a lot of eggs here.
There she is. Right there.
Where?
Right in the center.
Oh yeah.
She's pretty.
She is pretty. I don't think she's a carniolan like we had hoped. She's kind of small.
She looks like an Italian.
She does look like an Italian. Or Russian.
Or, yeah.
But she's pretty, and these bees are very, very calm. I think they might be Italian because they have a little bit of a smaller body shape than the Russians.
They do.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome. Found our queen.
So it looks like they started building on these first 3 frames. They've consumed about half of their pollen patty, and their sugar water feeder is definitely empty. The thing about sugar water with swarms is they use the fats in the sugar itself to excrete wax, and so a swarm, it's especially important to keep sugar water on them just so they can build out that honeycomb, because when they're starting with nothing, it's really hard for them to get their start. Only about 1% of swarms in the wild survive, and that's why bee populations are declining. And it's so important for us to go out and catch these swarms because it gives them such a bigger chance of surviving. So I'm going to go ahead and fill their sugar water up now, and we're going to go ahead and close them up and let them be. They're doing great. The queen looks good, healthy. The hive looks good. I didn't see any deformed wing virus or anything at all. So I'm pretty confident that they're going to be just fine. So these ladies are looking great. Just filled up the sugar water. I'm going to go ahead and close them up. That swarm looked really good after just 2 weeks and maybe a quart of sugar water and a pollen patty, but they're doing quite well. I'm confident that they're going to go into fall strong, heavy, and mite-free. If you want a link to Metro Atlanta Beekeepers Association where we signed up for the swarm list that caught those girls, I'll leave a link to it in the description. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next week.